Don't worry, everything's going to be fine.
I just had my third round of chemo and of AC, the Red Devil, and it was very difficult on me. It really attacked my body, and I had a lot of symptoms for the first time, and I was okay, but it was a hard few days. I mean, it was about a week. It was really hard. And after the symptoms and all that wore off, I slept for just about 3 days straight. And so it was hard on my body. And, some of the side effects that I did have were, I had a lot of stomach issues. I had constipation. I had a lot of nausea. Just like the stomach pain that hurt so bad. It was like unbearable at times. I had some muscle pain, body aches, things like that. I had headaches. They weren't terrible. It wasn't like a migraine, but it's still rough. And so there were a lot of other things, just little things here and there, that were not fun. And, through that time, one of my friends that went through breast cancer, she reminded me that this is just temporary, and that everything is going to be okay. I do believe that, even though it was a hard week after that chemo round, I felt a lot better after I had taken the 3 days that I slept. I felt so much better after that, and I felt better the last few days, and I'm so thankful for these last few days that I felt well. I'm ready for my next round of chemo, and I am praying that I don't have the side effects that I had this time. I am praying that things go a lot easier like they had been in the past, but like as my friend had said, all of this stuff is temporary, thank God, and I am believing that this chemo, I'm seeing the side effects that were taking place, but that truly means that the chemo is working, and I believe that, and I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to be able to do the chemo, and that God is helping me through all of this, and that He is my healer, and I'm still putting my trust and believing in Him. At the very beginning, it was really hard. The not knowing is truly the hardest part, and for the first few weeks, not knowing exactly what was going on, not knowing, you have all the tests and all the biopsies and all that stuff. That is truly the hardest part, because your mind is just left to wander, and that is so difficult. And then for me was not having a plan, knowing that something was wrong, and then just having all these tests and just waiting, but not having a plan of action. That was the most difficult part for me. When I got the plan of action and I was able to get my eyes off of, the what ifs, and just focus on, this is what needs to happen, and this is where I need my faith to be, and not allowing my mind to run rampant of, I'm going to die. Honestly, just putting my mind in the place of having faith and believing that God is going to help me, and that God is going to be with me, and just getting my mind out of the space of, what if I die? What if this is my last? Well, it was me thinking, what if this is my last Christmas? You have to get your mindset out of that place. And, I will be, 100% honest and let you know that I did have a meltdown, a big breakdown on Christmas morning. I woke up really early, and this was before I had my diagnosis. This was before I had my treatment plan. And I allowed myself to go to a really dark place of, I don't want this to be my last Christmas. I don't want this to, just all the things, just love Christmas. It's always been a huge thing for my family, for my mom, for me, all of those things. I just love Christmas. And so for me to come up on that day and think about me not being there the next year, it just broke me. But after that, after I kind of recovered from that, I just knew in my mind, I knew in my heart, I knew in my spirit that I should never let myself go down that rabbit hole of despair and just allowing my mind to take over. And I just really focused myself on, I'm going to be okay. And just no matter what happens, I'm going to be at peace with, with God. I just want to say that it is 100% okay and normal to have bad days, to have those moments, but we can't live in those moments. You have to continue to go forward and continue to build your faith up and continue to have hope. It's okay to allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to, all of those things, but you have to pull yourself out of those. Your mindset in all of this and where you put your faith, even if you're not a believer and you're watching this, your mindset and how you go into things really makes a huge difference. If you're going into your chemo thinking this is going to be the worst thing ever, I'm going to get all these side effects, that's probably what will happen. I'm not saying that if you go in saying that you're not, that you won't, but the mindset and where you are is really going to help a whole lot with how you deal with things and how your body reacts. Even though all of this has been super difficult, I've had to deal with the realization of the cancer, of having to go through almost a year long of different treatments, and then whatever else is beyond that, the immunosuppressant therapy and whatever else I have to do. I just keep on saying, one, I will live and not die. I will live and not die. That was the very first thing that came up in my spirit, was that I will live and not die. I keep on saying that. And number two is, even though this is a very difficult and hard thing, I can still be positive and there can still be good things that come from it. I'm sure there's 1,000 people that you can think of that have passed away because of cancer or because of sickness, because of disease. I'm going to choose to look at those that had the victory, that have had victory over cancer, that have seen healing. I'm looking at my friend Shannon, who overcame lymphoma. I'm looking at her. She also had breast cancer and is now cancer free. I'm looking at my friend Paula. She had breast cancer and now she has been breast cancer free for years. I'm looking at all of these people that have been healed and been healed and been healed. I'm going to look at those people. And I've seen some people that have been extremely close to me that were believing and had faith that they were going to be healed. I know that they're in heaven. And you know what? Seeing them go makes me want to win so much stronger and so much harder, because I want to beat the devil and I want to have that testimony and I want to be able to say, look at me. The enemy had a plan for me, and it was to steal, kill, and destroy my life. I have so much more to do in this life. I have so many more kids and teenagers to reach, because that's my calling, is kids and teenagers. I have so many more people to help and to teach about the Word of God. My life is going to be a testimony to the healing that Jesus provided on the cross. When he died, he took this cancer, and I am believing that I will have the victory. I said this was going to be a little bit of a different video, and I am going to tell you some of the things that have been difficult that I have had to deal with. I had my chemo set 1 month from the time that they found that I had cancer. And when that date started to come around, just a few days prior to that, my doctors let me know that my chemo, my white blood cell count shot, and also my genetic testing that can help them to plan your path of your journey of your chemo, of the things that they're going to give you, because it shows all kinds of different things about you, about your makeup and different things. All 3 of those things had been denied by my insurance. The insurance just started denying everything because they said that none of it was medically necessary. Now, I will say that I did have another meltdown from that because your insurance is telling you that your life is not medically necessary to be saved. That, unfortunately, this type of cancer that I have, inflammatory breast cancer, if you don't get it treated, if you don't start working at something once it's found, it's a big possibility that it's going to kill you because cancer will spread throughout your entire body. I am not believing that for myself, and I am getting treatment and getting help with this, so I am not believing that and not receiving that, and cancer has not spread throughout my whole body. Praise God, thank God for that. But the insurance deemed that it was not medically necessary for me to have any of these treatments. And pretty much from that time on, from before my chemo, every single thing that my doctor has ordered, my doctor has, told me that I needed, the insurance has fought every step of the way. And one day I had like 16 letters that were all denials and appeal denials. So that was pretty difficult, that your insurance just looks at you and says, you're not worthy of us paying for you to have life-saving medical treatment. So that was rough. And I also, because they did deny the white blood cell count shot, they had to give me one that was 1/10 of what I needed. And so once I started chemo, I'm starting on the strongest chemo that was approved. I'm starting on the strongest chemo, as I've been speaking about, and it depletes your immune system. And so I needed that white blood cell boost, the powerful one, to be able to live and for my immune system to come back up and for my white blood cell count to be able to be up. And they denied it. And so I had my chemo the first time. The second time I went in, I wasn't able to have it because my white blood cell count was so low. So that was my chemo being put on pause. So then the next week I went in. 1 week from then I had gotten a shot. And so because it was 1 week out and because I was so far out from the last chemo, my blood cell count and my immune system went back up. And so I was able to get the chemo that day. I got my second round. And so after the second round, I went in to go get my third. And this day was hard because I went in and I was all ready and I felt fine. I had felt good. I had had very minimal side effects and I had been living life and having, I felt great and I didn't look sick. I didn't, any of that. And so I went in and was ready to have my chemo and waiting. And my nurse came and said, sorry, but your white blood cell count is way lower than the last time that we even put it on pause. There's no way that you can get it. And your doctor wants to see you immediately. And thankfully then she decided to appeal again to get the white blood cell count shot, which I may have already spoken on this, but she was able to within 5 days, I think, be able to get the one that she wanted initially, but 2 times I have already had my chemo on pause. Normally this happens way down the road when people have been on chemo for 15, 16 weeks. And this was my second round and then my third round. So tomorrow I am supposed to be going in for my 4th round, and I pray that I will be able to get it. And I pray that it will be easy on my body and that it will attack the bad and not the good. That's my hope. But that was a lot of hard things. Those were a lot of hard days, a lot of hard times that I was going through, and you're going to have days like that. I was able to reach out to my family, to my friends, to pray, to encourage me, to be there for me. I was able to pray and build myself up on my most holy faith. I was able to look at verses and know, just like my friend said, and I've just been kind of clinging on to that this week, that this is temporary. This is temporary, and that tomorrow's a new day, and that you will feel different and feel better, and have a new outlook every single day. Just wake up and say, this is going to be a good day, and pray that your body responds the way that it needs to. You're going to have days where you need to rest and you need to sleep. You need to listen to your body. And that has been hard for me, even when I wasn't feeling very well and I was having the hardest times of, sickness throughout this chemo, like the side effects. I was like, I need to get up. I need to go and I need to, do this and that. And I kind of just forgot that I needed to allow my body to rest. I think that's why I ended up sleeping for 3 days, because even when I was sick, I was like, I need to go sit in the living room. I need to be awake. I need to, this and that. I have things that need to be done or whatever. And I forgot that I am fighting. My body is fighting. So my doctors have recommended that I quarantine for the first 4 treatments at least of this, because it's the most strong chemo, it's the heaviest, it's the one that depletes your system and your immune system and all that the most. And it's been hard not going to church. It really has. And not going different places and not all these things, but that has been very difficult, but it is only temporary. And you have to take care of yourself first. And I'm thankful for streaming. After speaking about all the hard things and about all the hard days and the emotions and all that stuff, the medical, all that, I will say that through all of this, I have seen how much I am loved and how much people rally around you and encourage you and pray for you and send you gifts, send you cards, even if it's not the gifts and cards or whatever. I have been reached out to from people from elementary school that I was best friends with. I have been reached out from all ages of middle school, high school, different people that I have been friends with throughout my entire life, different eras of my life. That's so cheesy to say that. But all of the eras of my life, from when I was a little girl up through the last job that I had, I've had people reach out to me and send me love and send me encouragement and how much they love me and how much they're praying for me. And the prayers are the things that I covet the most. I'm so grateful and thankful. But just to know that you have these people that you're not daily talking to or connecting with, that you have made a difference in their lives or you have made an impact in their lives. I'm so thankful for all the people that have been around me and supported me, and there's a few that have really been there for me, and I'm very thankful for. Well, I just got done crying and thanking everybody that I know that has done so much for me. I don't know if that will ever see the light of day, but I'm so thankful. I am so thankful for all of my friends, for all of my family, for my church family, mostly for the prayers and the encouragement. But I am so grateful and thankful for every little gift, every little thing, every little wish list item. You guys don't know how much it means to me. It means so much. And I keep like the little thing, and I have taken pictures of everything to know who has done what. And I'm so thankful and grateful. I could never express how grateful and thankful I am. And just to be able to connect with so many people that I don't connect with every day, or time this life is moves so fast, time goes so quickly. And I don't talk to people from high school every day, I don't talk to people from college every day. At one time you were my world, and I love you. And just because life moves on and time moves on doesn't mean that that you are not a huge part of my heart and that I don't love you and care about you. I am so thankful for those who pray for me, that love me, that comment, that have sent me cards, all the things. I'm just so thankful and grateful. Just have a grateful heart. Every day I try to think of like 5 things that I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for. Having a thankful heart a thankful heart and a grateful heart will change your mindset and change your world. Well, this video has been a wild ride. But the things that I want to say, that I want you to remember, is it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have a hard day. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel the emotions. It's okay, but don't stay in that place. Move forward and get yourself out of that place. You have to put your hope in something else. You have to believe that there's healing, and you have to believe that, you know, the plan set in place is going to help you and heal you. And the other thing is, even though things are hard, there is always more good and more things to be thankful for than there are hard things. So those are my things that I want to get across today. And I am so thankful for you for watching this, and I just want to be a piece of positivity in this chemo cancer space. There's not a lot of positivity out there that I could find, and I want to be some positivity, and I hope that I am that for some people. And if you would just comment something that you're thankful for below. If you want to, you can give me a like on this, and you can subscribe to follow my cancer journey to get my tips and tricks that I find along the way. I'm going to be sharing a lot more. This is literally my third chemo treatment, so I still have a lot to go. I will say that, because tomorrow is my fourth AC, the Red Devil treatment, and then I have 12, and I'm not even sure exactly what kind yet. So 12 of those, and then a lot more things to come. But I am thankful for everything, and I'm thankful that you are watching this video. And if you are going through this journey, everything is going to be okay. Everything is temporary, and you know, we can get through this. You will get through this. Everything's going to be okay. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you would like to. Give me a like if you would like to. Bye-bye.